on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Green Zone, the most elevated sports podcast. If you guys like what we got going on here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Be a friend, tell a friend, share it with someone, pass it along to them, and drop something in the comment. Give us some ideas of what you guys want us to talk about in the future, or if you guys liked what we're talking about here, let us know down there. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, let's get into the episode. All right, well, we got to talk about the Detroit Lions. That is who we're speaking on today. This will be the final team in the NFC North, and they are likely going to be the best team in the NFC if my predictions go right, but I'm not always right. Let's run through them. We're going to, talk about their offseason a little bit, get into their, re-signings, their free agency acquisitions, their free agency departures, their trades, their friggin' NFL draft, their areas of strength, their positions of need, how we think their season's going to go. We're going to talk about it all. I think we talk about almost every episode when it comes to the quarterback getting paid. We got to talk about Jared Goff getting an extension. That dude is making more money. Was it a good choice? That is what you always have to ponder. And the way his money was rolling, the way he's been playing, I don't think he should have made as much as he is going to make, because I think it hurts the team, especially like they just paid Amon-Ra St. Brown. They're gonna have to pay Sam Laporte eventually. They're gonna have to pay Jahmyr Gibbs eventually. They're going to have to pay freaking Aiden Hutchinson eventually. And now they're out here paying Jared Goff $3 million a year or something like that. So it makes it difficult, man. It makes it challenging to construct a more solid roster to put around him, which is what he needs, because he is not the type of quarterback that can go out and win a game on his own. We've seen it time and time again. He needs weapons. But this year, because he's on extension, I believe the money doesn't start till 2 years from now. This year they're gearing up to go say, fuck it, we're going for the Super Bowl. And I think they're the roster best constructed to go and do it, especially given the fact that they made it to the NFC Championship last year and lost off some some last minute bullshit type stuff. Like, it wasn't like they were not going to be able to make it. They weren't going to be able to get there. They almost had it, just like the Packers almost had it. They were on that cusp of taking that. And if they would have made it to the NFC Championship, there is a very high chance in my mind that they would have won that Super Bowl against the Chiefs. They did it the first game of the season, but Patrick Mahomes, that guy's fucking legendary. Travis Kelce, and they got the magic of Taylor Swift. There ain't no way he wasn't gonna win that bitch. But the Lions. Let's get into their re-signings pretty quick and easy. Graham, Glasgow, guard. Their offensive line is they love to live in their trenches. Offensive line, defensive line, it is very important for them to go and dominate in the trenches. So, great re-signing. They picked up in free agency acquisitions Kevin Zeitler, guard from the Rams, DJ Reader, defensive tackle from the Bengals, Donovan Peoples-Jones, wide receiver from the Browns, and Marcus Davenport, defensive end from the Vikings. So, as you can tell, a lot of their free agency acquisitions, a lot of their re-signings were focused around that trenches positions. Whether they're talking O-line, whether they're talking D-line, they're ready to go. Trades. They traded for Carlton Davis III via the Bucks. Great little secondary pickup for them. Solidify that position. I mean, they drafted I guess should we talk about the draft? Draft to get into the draft. I mean, they drafted Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama, 24th overall pick. Probably the best cornerback in the draft. This dude is a lockdown, shutdown corner, and has only stepped up his game after game after game after game. He got better from his junior to his senior year. Definitely balled out last year. Had a fucking time and a half. Or was it sophomore to junior year? Anyways, they drafted Anias Rakestraw Jr., cornerback from Mizzou, and Mekhi Wingo, defensive tackle at LSU. So, they're kind of, their offense is solidified. They got Jared Goff. They got what's that fool at running back? David Montgomery, and then Jahmyr Gibbs, two absolute beasts. They definitely running that two-headed monster in that backfield. Wide receiver core is fucking phenomenal. You know, we're talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's an absolute stud, a bit of a slept-on receiver, should be considered, you know, a more dominant receiver in the NFL. They got Jameson Williams, who I think really hasn't been given the chance, or not given the chance, but hasn't really stepped up to the full ceiling that he's going to be able to achieve. The dude's a speedster with great route running, is able to catch the ball and you know, get yak. He can run after the catch like a motherfucker. And then the third receiver is Khalil Raymond. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but I mean, he's, you know, wide receiver 3. Might be distant. Stan Laporte, obviously, is going to be able to get open, make some plays. His dude has been dominant at the tight end position. Offensive line is set. I think they also broke off Penei Sewell as well. So, like, Kevin Zeitler, Penei Sewell, Graham Groskopf, Frank Ragnow, their fucking offensive line is stacked, man. Like, that team should be mowing down motherfuckers. It just doesn't get any better. That defense is also stacked. I mean, they just have players from front to back, every single position. They are built to go out and fucking dominate people. Like, if the Lions don't make it to the Super Bowl, they are, as they say on First Things First, these fools are S-Bob. They need to be in the Super Bowl. Like, their team is constructed to go out and do it. They have one of the best rosters in the NFL. They are physical, hard-hitting. Dan Campbell's got those boys ramped up, ready to go every single fucking play. It'd be kind of ironic to see the Lions go into the Super Bowl against the Chiefs and spoil them. Will the Chiefs make it back to the Super Bowl? Chiefs episode will be interesting this year. It'll be interesting. They're getting somewhere. It's gonna be interesting. So I gave we gotta talk about their departures. They lost Jonah Jackson. He went to the Rams. Josh Reynolds went to the Broncos. Cam Sutton went back to the Steelers. So filled the positions that they lost. Got better in them, in my opinion. So they're stacked. They're set. They're ready to go. I think the Rams, I gave them offseason grade. I gave them a B+ overall. Their draft, I gave them an A-. They filled a lot of their spots. They didn't really have a lot of missing areas. So anywhere that they were missing, they got really good players into that position. They're set. I mean, areas of strength, they got freaking running back, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive line, tight end, O-line. Jared Goff isn't bad. I wouldn't say he's an area of strength, but he's definitely a solid quarterback that's going to be able to get the ball where it needs to go and be productive throughout the season. Don't have positions of need, don't really have areas of concern. Really, what's going to happen is how consistently can this team play and how healthy can they stay, as we say for every single team. You got to stay healthy. Lions, where are you going to bring it? Are they S-Bob? I think so. I think they need to be in the Super Bowl. I think an interesting thing that they have, too, they have Hendon Hooker as a backup quarterback. Maybe possible successor to Goff. The dude, you know, got an unfortunate ending to his career in college at Tennessee. So could be something for him to learn a little bit more. Jared Goff's going to be there 2, 3, 4 more years, and then Hendon Hooker comes over and becomes the guy. Will that happen? TBD, but I could see it. I got the Lions going 13-4, man. I got them winning the division, winning the getting the first round bye, for the playoffs, taking that number 1 seed, making it to the Super Bowl, maybe even winning it. I think that's the only objective and the only feasible, like, accomplishment that Lions could look at and say, hey, this is what we did to have a productive season. Can't say much more than that. Lions, y'all's turn, man. Now you just got to go out and seize the moment. We're fucking less than a month away from the NFL season, so excited to see what happens, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like this content, please consider liking, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We got the Packers coming up next, I do believe, or the Buccaneers. Should be a good one. We'll see you then. Have a great day. Go smoke some fucking weed. Peace.